So everything is ready now. I will start the event. We have done some sessions on uh, challenging questions before. So we set up a little rules, some little rules for how we decide what kind of question would be challenging. These questions tend to have little or no instruction from the study guide. Even with a new one, then Cips study guide is still far from perfect. And the answer and the question may cover the thing that you have not known. Second, some questions tend to have pretty ambiguous wording, and they use calculate some tricky wording or lengthy question to decept your perception and misdirect you. Or other kind of question may attract a lot of arguments in different study groups or students. With these criteria, we pick about 7 or 8 questions today, and we'll go one by one. You may join the discussion by typing the answer on the chat. I want to monitor what kind of answer you what answer you give for some particular question, and let's see if you can overcome the challenging question or not. We'll go with the first question right now. Okay, let's spend a few minutes to read and decide the answer. Okay, so it's a question for the type of specification for building a school. Okay, so you need to read carefully and decide what could be the right answer. Okay, let's start now. Okay, did you finish reading the question? Please let me know the answer. If you have any concern, please raise your hand and I may allow you to unmute. I'm sorry, I need to mute everyone so that we have focus and order and uh, and order meeting. Yeah, answers are coming. I hope so. Okay, I see two answers from, sorry, three from Aftat, Patricia, and Cleopatra. Okay, so we have B and C. All right. Any other idea? I'm waiting for the confirm. I'm waiting for other ideas. Okay, also B and B. Okay, B. Yeah, for people answer sorry, for people answering B, then what is your reason? Okay, I would like to pick a random person and ask them. Petrina, are you available? Okay, I'm allowing you to unmute. Okay, you can unmute now and tell me your reason for choosing B. Yeah.
Sorry, I got a flu voice, but yeah,
Don't worry, I'm also have a cold now.
I hope I'm edible enough. So I went with B because it's actually the specification that you stated here.
Yes.
It's giving us the how the design supposed to be, and it's more on details, like we are being told what is the design for, and it's more of uh, for example, the laboratory requirements, like it's more of how it's going to be useful, the building. So that's why I went for with the performance, like what is going to be useful, and you got all the details. I hope I'm making sense.
Okay. Yeah, thank you very much. So that's the reason you choose B. All right. I don't waste any more time. So first thing, with this question, we have two problems with this question. First, there are some certain kind of specification that is not mentioned in study guide. We have prescriptive here. In study guide, they mention about performance, design, functional specification. They mention only three, and design as a part of conformance. Functional is just another type of performance, but we have no information on prescriptive. Okay, so that's the first thing. That falls into the first category I just listed earlier. And second, this question is a little bit tricky. They provide pretty long information and with a purpose to distract you. Okay, so let's read the question carefully. All right, so we have an architectural company to make a plan for design of new school, and they know they want to specify the exact material requirements for science laboratory and some flexibility in the construction of the classroom. Okay, so we have two sub project here. We have two sub type of building here. First, we have the science laboratory, and second, we have the classroom. With the science laboratory, then the requirements are exact with the detailed material, list of material, and with the classroom, then the company here wants to have some flexibility. right? The question is, which specification type should be used for the science lab? Okay, that's very clear now. Okay, although they provide information on the classroom, they provide some kind of like keyword like flexibility or sustainable materials. They want to distract you. Okay, but these details are not necessary. Those details are not necessary. All of them are just distraction. So they just ask specifically for SunLab. And with SunLab, and the scenario has highlighted that the SunLab has the exact material requirements. Okay, so it must be some kind of conformance discussion. Conformance discussion. So the answer here must be, unfortunately, A. A. Sorry. Okay, so I'm sorry, no one answers correct for this question. Better try next time. This is not all your fault, but sometimes I think that the study guide still need to be improved. Okay, they omit a lot of details, a lot of information, a lot of knowledge. Okay, so the answer here is A. We need to know another type of specification, which is the prescriptive. Prescriptive. So prescriptive means the list of material and the requirement for the material products or system. And with this case, then when the science lab has the exact specific material that are required, so they need to be used in this case. Why with the um, why with the classroom? Then the company allows some flexibility together with the requirement for sustainability. So they may use performance specification for that building or for that project, for that sub project. Okay, so we may have two types of specification here, but the question only asks about the science lab. So the answer must be about prescriptive. Okay, so that is conclusion. Prescriptive specification is most appropriate choice for the SAM lab. Okay, clear now? All right, let's try better next time. And I hope that everyone answers correctly for this one. Sorry. This is a question for e-procurement. Okay, so what is the answer? Let's try the second question. Okay, take your time to read and then tell me your answer by typing in the comment. Okay, receive first. Margaret, select D. Window A. Yeah, the answers come slowly. Think. Patricia B. We already have 3 answers already. Okay, to be Lily B. Up top, also B. All right. Let's add the majority here. Patricia, can you tell me the reason why you choose B? You can unmute now, Patricia.
Okay. Okay, good morning. For me, the way I understand it is because if it's standardized, then on the e-procurement, then when people do some orders, then there won't be any more other specifications. So the specification will be one.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
But how does e-procurement helps with that?
The way I understand it with the e-procurement, that will be online. So your specifications will be the same. So they won't change
Oh,
as
okay.
people do their orders.
Okay, so e-procurement operates on the internet, and the specification can be standardized, and it will change, and it may have to speed up the ordering process. All right, much. Yeah,
Exactly. Yes. Yeah.
yeah. Thank you very much, Patricia.
Thank thank you.
Okay, so with this question, then the correct answer is B. And I think it's pretty clear now. Um, Actually, then although it's not perfect, but the explanation from Patricia is pretty close. With the use of e-procurement, then it means that we have a computer system. It could be online computers. It could be on online software to assist in the ordering. With e-procurement, then it appears as a portal or as a software like ERP, then the user may log in into that software. They may select the things that they want to place the order and submit. By this way, then anything that we have already standardized with the suppliers, with contract, with the specification could be ordered with ease. So that is the half of e-procurement. And for repeat order, then this system may speed up by standardize everything and accelerate the rate of order. And we don't need to do the whole administrative things in the whole process again for every order. Okay, so here is written explanation on this question. Standardized repeat order allow the supermarket to automate the procurement process for frequently purchased items. Okay, so it can ensure the consistency, reduce the manual errors, or optimize the stock level. Okay, so let's turn to the third question. For this one, I may have a different display. What is the role of marketing function in the development of specification? Okay, we have four options here, A, B, C, and D. And what is your answer? Please tell me. Yeah, I agree that this question is a little bit challenging. So after that, as the first, at that answer first with this option is D. To be really option D. Tricia A. Only three answers so far. I'm waiting for more. Please, any other idea? And maybe D. Okay, good. Margaret, also D. To be late A. Okay, very interesting. All right, so let me ask from the one who switched the answer to Belile. Okay, please wait. I need to allow you to mute. To Belile, can you unmute yourself and tell me why initially you choose D and then you switch to A? Please unmute yourself. To Belile, are you there? I hope I pronounced your name correctly. Okay, so let's ask other people. Let's ask another person. I see that after answer very quick. We chose D. After that, could you unmute and
Yes.
tell me why you choose D?
I think marketing is just about brand,
Okay. All right. So
right?
marketing goal is about
So,
brand.
yeah.
Can you read option D and tell me what it means?
To ensure
Uh,
that the brand name is given precedence over the technical aspects. Yeah. So the preference should be of brand, like
okay.
advertising and all. People go with mouth to mouth advertising rather than the technical aspects of the product.
Okay. Is that a good thing or is that a thing that we should do in procurement or in business as general?
Uh, if if it increases our business, if that increases our sales, and then definitely I think we should. I think maybe I'm wrong, I don't know.
Okay, thank you very much, Atat. Okay, so with this question, then we need to analyze the options more closely. Okay, so not most, all students select either A or D, A or D. So I'll just analyze two things. Okay, so let me analyze option D. To ensure that the brand name is given precedence over the technical aspect of the specification. Okay, so if we read that slowly and then I can clearly see that it's a problem. The brand name is prioritized over the technical aspect. That is the thing every procurement textbook suggests us not to do. Okay, because using brand name only in the specification is a bad thing. It may increase your costs and it doesn't allow you to compare different options and not to get the best value for money. Okay, so I don't think D is the best option here. Although the role of marketing is about the brand, but we need to put them into the context. We need to develop a specification in procurement, right? So it means we need to develop the requirements for the functions, for the technical aspect, for some product that we need to purchase. And sometimes marketing may be involved here. They may be involved here because the product or that product could be purchased for their use or that product may have some impact on the sale and marketing. Okay, so although it mentioned about the brand name, but it is not correct because relying on brand name in a specification is a very bad practice. So instead, I agree with the people. With marketing, then they may suggest the trends in the market and ensure that the customer, or they may provide the insight into the customer requirements, like what kind of features the customer want, and whether the organization may gain competitive advantage from making the purchase. Okay, so for example, we do like a supermarket, then marketing can tell us like what is the trend in the market right now and what type of product is pursued by the customers, or even if the company is manufacturing, or manufacturing, then marketing can tell the procurement that what are the trend, what are the product features that are now on trend in the market right now, and whether we need to purchase a certain type of material to enhance that features in our product or not. Okay, so that is a role of marketing in procurement, in purchasing. Okay, so it should be A. All right, it should be A. If you read it slowly, and if you read the question slowly, and I think that it is pretty standard. Okay, just like to be relay, just switch from D to A. Okay, right. Here is the written explanation. Okay, so marketing is a bridge, is a bridge between the customer, the customer requirements and the product development. Okay, they may provide the insight on what customer wants. Okay, and maybe about the price that the customer may readily accept. From that, then we may choose different supplier, or two different materials, or two different product or components to enhance a certain feature or to reduce the cost, and that match better to the market trend and company strategy. Okay, let's try another question. Yeah, for this one, then it's a little bit long. We have a scenario. In this scenario, then the buyer in a company is considering using the conformance specification, and what should be the consideration here? Have like what, which, okay, or what do they need to pay attention to if they decide to use conformance specification? This question, just like the previous question, although this one is very well mentioned in the study guide, but the wording in the question and in the options are very ambiguous. So you need to read them slowly, analyze them, and decide which is correct. Okay, so it's your turn. Please answer this question. Okay. Yeah. So far the answer anonymously B. Okay, from Manalili, Cleopatra, and Tupinile. Any other idea? Any other idea? Okay, an answer from Margaret, answer B. Sorry, answer B. All right, so I think the answer here is pretty anonymous. I would like to ask Manalili on the reason on select B. Okay, Manalili, can you enable your micro and answer me? Hello, are you there? Okay, our Margaret. Margaret, can you tell me what is your answer here and why you choose that?
A technical specification is a form of conformance specification.
Yes.
So the details, the standards that a product or service must meet.
Okay. But as I know, then I could be correct as well because it describes correctly the a feature of the conformance specification. Why do you choose B instead of A? I think A is also correct because the conformance with conformance specification, then the risk is borne by the supplier.
If the product or service does not meet, then it is out of specification. Then it is said to be out of specification. Yeah.
Okay. So with conformance, then the risk is borne by the buyer. All right. Thank you very much, Margaret. Okay. Yeah. Cleopatra, thank you for your clarification. So with conformance, then the risk is borne by the buyer, not the supplier. So A is also incorrect, and we only have B. Thank you very much. Okay, so that is the correct answer. Oh, sorry. Yeah, sorry, I mismanaged the explanation here. Okay, I misplaced the explanation here. I just copy the marketing one. So with this question, then the specification is conformance, and it this question has the purpose of asking about the feature and some notice about conformance specification. With this one, then conformance specification is technical one, and it needs to be detailed, correct, um, and and the risk is borne by the buyer. So then the buyer need to be extra cautious about the specification here. They need to prepare well, they need to challenge every assumption, they need to review every standard and the trend in the technology recently. So the answer is B. Okay, with conformance, then the buyer must be extra cautious. Okay, congratulations for anyone who choose B. Right. Let's turn on the next question. Okay, also a long one. We have the cost variance analysis. And what could be the answer here? It's a pretty long question. Okay, I think it takes a considerable time for you to answer it. I think this one is pretty challenging. Yeah, okay. They were rappers. Patricia goes with A with 1 and 2 only. Edith, um, she's only say 3, but she has not decided on the other answer. Margaret goes with B. B. B is 2 and 3. Okay. What else? Very confusing, right? Belile, answer B. Mama Lily goes with A. So mostly A 1 and 2 or B 2 and 3. Okay, let me ask some idea. Okay, so for every question, I want to add a new person. But I can see that although we have 20 participants, it's really me and my assistant, then I still have 18 participants. But so far, I see that about 5 or 6 participants are very active on answering the question. Please provide, please answer question. I want to have a very engaged session. Okay, what is your answer? Okay, so for this time, I would like to ask Edith. Edith, can you unmute and tell me beyond 3, then what could be the answer here?
Three, yes, is correct, but I'm still looking for the second one. I'm caught up between 2 and 1. I won't take 2 because it's talking that the question is going for cost, and the delivery note does not have the price.
Yes, exactly.
So I'm not sure 2 should be right. So therefore, it means that what will be left now will be 1. So therefore, it should be C.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, I think that is a very clever explanation and a very clever way to eliminate the answer. Okay, thank you very much, Edith. All right, so here we need to understand first thing, what does it mean by the variance and what does it mean by variance analysis. So variance is the difference between the actual cost and the budget cost. Okay, so that is already mentioned in the question, right? But what kind of activity then that may lead to the variance to arise? Okay, let's analyze each option separately. With one, then when actual costs are entered as they occur against the budget amount. Okay, so basically it is the definition. Okay, so this one is good. So maybe this is the answer, one of the answers. Number 2, when the supplier's system display prices on the invoices but not on the delivery notes. Okay, so basically the price on the invoices would be the one that we pay to the suppliers. We don't pay the amount on delivery notes. Okay, that's nonsense. Between business and business, we need to have invoice and the contract or the purchase order. So basically, we need to use the invoice. So the problem, we don't have any problem with the price on the invoice, but not on the delivery. 2 is income, and on the invoice they are the official one, and we need to compare the price on the invoice and the price in our budget or in our database, right? But not on the delivery note. Okay, so 2 is not a problem with the variance. Number 3, when the new financial accountant misplaces a batch of unprocessed goods receipt note. Okay, so when we miss a good receipt note, it means that some certain type of goods is not registered on the system, and that may lead to a difference. In the quantity of purchase. Right? So that could be quite that could lead to a variance because the quantity is different. With material cost variance, then we have two reasons. One is the price, the variance in price, and one is the variance in the quantity. So with number 3, then we may have misplaced good receipt note. So that could lead to the misplaced or a difference in the quantity of delivery, and that may lead to the variance as well, because some delivery is not recorded, and that may lead to cost variance. And number 4, when the supplier changes from manual to electronic invoicing system for all transactions, this has no change to the price, so nothing changed. Okay, so 4 is not applicable, and the answer should be 1 and 3 only. Okay. Okay, so here is the explanation, recent explanation. Okay, so with option 3, misplacing receipt notes will result in inaccurate recording and lead to the variance in the material and the difference in the quantity. Let's try another question. Okay, so this question is about the Porter's by Forces model, and I hope that you remember it. Which of the following would allow an established company to develop a competitive edge over new entrants? Okay, we did also choose B. Right. So it's a Kaplan also an anonymous answer. Everyone joining this select B. All right. So let me ask some person this. Okay. Let's see, Juliet. Juliet, can you unmute and tell me why you select B? Juliet, could you explain that? Yeah. Okay, maybe network problem. All right. No. Okay, so for this question, then I could say that everyone is correct. The answer should be the economy of scale. So the economy of scale refers to the cost advantage that the existing or established business may obtain due to higher level of production. They may increase the production so that the fixed cost is well allocated into each unit and make the unit cost to the lowest level. Okay, and when the unit cost is going down to the lowest level, then it is very difficult for new entrant to compete on the price. Okay, and other options are not applicable. Okay, and I already list the reason here. All right, and here is the okay. So let's try another question. This one is also quite challenging as well. I'm waiting for the answer. I know it's a little bit challenging, but still doable. Okay, Margaret goes with D. Fabian D. We did answer D. Madeline answer D. Okay, so it's quite anonymous. All right. I think you answer this pretty quick. I would like to ask a person on this. Fabian, can you unmute and explain why D is your option? Fabian? Right, so not everyone is ready to answer. Okay, so D is the correct answer here. And the thing is, you need to analyze the question carefully. Okay, so they provide a lot of confusing details here. Okay, so this company is developing the component for a new product. And new component is estimated to be ready around 1 year. And they will that will require them to source the new material. But presently, at the moment, they hold sufficient stock for existing material for the next 3 months, will lead time of 2 months. And it will need to purchase more stock. Okay, so here, then we need to understand the question first. This company needs to purchase more stock, and obviously they need to continue purchase old material for at least next 9 months. For the next 9 months, okay, because from now until the new material, they still have a year, and they have the inventory for 3 months, so they need to purchase another 9 months. Okay, so they still need to purchase the existing material, and preferably they need to purchase from existing one, because that will ensure the stability, the trustworthiness, and also security of supply and other thing, and quality assurance as well. Okay, so D is correct. We can create a co-op contract from the existing supplier. Okay, so just continue with the current one, and they're good to go. Okay, that is my opinion here. Yeah, this is very bad. Okay, thank you, Margaret. Okay, so the next question is about the advantages of using conformance specification. So you need to select 2 options here. Okay, you need to select 2 over 5. Okay, so what is the answer? What is the answer? Okay, so Manali is the first one with the answer, C and D. What else? Sneak thêm ba. C and E. Okay, so for this question, then it's pretty hard to decide the advantages of a conformance one. And although this one is quite straightforward if you are asked to just list all of them, but this question tends to confuse you with a lot of kind of like gray option. Okay, like enabling value for money solution. Okay, it is not clear at all, or um a smaller supply base to select from. Okay, not really an advantage. Right. So for this one, my opinion is about C and D. Okay, congrats, Manali. Actually, you are performing pretty well. Okay, why? Because first with conformance, then it is basically technical specification where you need to prepare the details in the technical way. You need to describe it in very thorough and specific way. Okay, so everything that you want to consider here need to be considered. You need to be carefully considered and need to be challenged actual needs or not. And second, um, with conformance, then they are very clear, so they may provide a very good evidence for in the commercial dispute because they are very clear. They can be used as a benchmark against the real delivery. Okay, if the real delivery does not match the conformance specification, of course, you will have the advantage here. Of course, you have the advantage here. All right, and let's try the final question today. Okay, about a company and its industry. Okay, this is the final one. Okay, let's try it. Okay, so most answer are C. Valerie, Patricia, Manelali, and Marco. Okay, so let me ask Valerie. Valerie, what is your reason for C?
Pardon?
What is your reason for select C, manufacturing?
Manufacturing, poor reputation for quality, because usually when you're doing manufacturing, you need to ensure that the quality that you're producing is correct.
Yes.
Then cost, delivery, cost of control, and health and safety. Then pressure to reduce its environmental impact. When you're doing manufacturing, you need somewhere to probably dispose waste.
Yes.
And you may also need to cut down a few trees to manufacture whatever you're manufacturing. So that could also be an issue to the environment. And then climate, I'm seeing climate and fragmented supply chains. Then the use of outsourced and subcontracted and casual labor. You need all this type of labor when you're in manufacturing. So that was my reason for selecting C.
Okay, but as I know, then with, of course, as I know, with the label, for example, manufacturing jobs are far more stable than construction. Okay, because in manufacturing, when you have orders, you need to do like over a month or over a year. But with construction, then the project could vary. Okay, sometimes they require a builder, sometimes they require some tie layer. So it's not exactly that manufacturing use a lot of casual labor. Of course, they still have the subcontracted and casual labor, but normally they have very stable and provide very high job security. Okay, so I don't think manufacturing match with the final description.
Okay, thank you.
And with the rate of health safety, then manufacturing is far more better. They offer far more better in working environment than agriculture or construction. For example, then in construction, if you pay attention to the media, sometimes you may see some news about workers die at the construction site because of accident, occupational accident, like they may fall from the building or they may be injured, heavily injured, seriously injured by falling material. Okay, but in manufacturing, the rate, yeah, we still have some kind of rate like that, but it's not that serious, like seriously injured or maybe a death from labor. And even manufacturing is still much better than agriculture on this one. Okay, so for this question, I think that we need to go with D. Okay, although manufacturing may attract a lot of attention, but they tend to be the sector that provide the most secure and jobs to million people. They provide very stable job in compare with service, agriculture, or construction. Furthermore, they have the advantage in improving technology by robotic or automation. Okay, with other sector like agriculture or construction, the rate of improvement is not that fast, and they have a lot of downside. Okay, especially with construction because of each project is different. So every time the contractor need to contact with other different subcontractors, and then the supply chain could be very fragmented. Okay, that is a problem here. So I think the better answer on this question is D, not C. Okay, so that's my opinion. All right, so I think that we have had a very productive session where we discussed, I don't know, maybe even 10 questions already, and all of them provide some kind of challenge to the student. And remember that we do this for free. But if you want to support us and if you want to enjoy our service, you may enjoy our online revision class. Currently, we have the classes on L4M7, L4M1, and L4M8. And also we have the practice question on EDME, where you may apply the code for get better price. The code now, the active code now is August 24 with August OK and 24 without space. All right, so thank you very much for joining us today, and just keep in touch on WhatsApp, email, or check our website. Okay, I think that we have had a very productive session where we have solved a lot of questions here, and I hope that you have the best performance in L4M2 exam in September. Thank you and goodbye. See you again in other written sessions for other modules. Okay, goodbye and thank you very much.